know, when God calls you to do something and he puts a passion inside of your heart, I don't think anytime is just a good time to just drop it off and then go do whatever else you want. You know, God called us to not date and do the recreational dating thing, and so we're going to stay committed to that until we feel like it's God's time to start dating our future spouses. So, yeah.
Yeah, and I think for us, that's you know, a lot of people think that we're not sitting here like turning every single guy away that maybe God's trying to send to us. It's not us being hard-headed or whatever. It's just a matter of us saying, I just don't want to date some guy just because I need a guy on my arm to feel better about myself. We want to just press into what God has for us in this season. And we only want to date our future spouses. That's just something that I want to save. We've saved our first kisses. We've saved our first dates, our first dances. We want that to be very special. We want to give our future spouses gifts that are priceless, that you really can't get anywhere else. So when God brings the men along, and I don't think angels aren't going to descend from the sky, and you know, they're not going to come riding up on a white horse. Things aren't going to go in slow motion. I always say that's how I know that when who the guy is, it's going to be in slow motion. No, but you know, just like any decision, once again, God is faithful to reveal to us the steps. And I believe when we're walking with Him, I think a lot of times in so many decisions, all of a sudden we go, oh, okay, there's the answer. Oh, okay, and it's kind of right under our noses all along, and we didn't even realize it. So, yeah, we're just trusting God, and we're excited to see, just like anybody else, how this is going to work out. Our brother never dated, his wife never dated, and they met through friendship. God revealed that each other was the one. So
it works.
Yeah, it does work.
Next one. Yes, right here. You can stand up.
How do you get your name?
Well, we're not clever with band names at all, and Barlow just happens to be our last name, and we're girls. I don't know why we had to point that out and make that obvious, people. Like, if you're confused, we're actually female. So yeah, that's it. There's nothing spiritual behind it. Maybe there should be. I'll make something up.
Let's use a force right now.
Favorite song of ours? Ever? Steven. I'm going to go with Come Alive is my favorite right now. Yeah. Yes, that's mine.
Right now, I'm really enjoying Open Heavens. It's from our recent album. That is definitely my favorite.
Apparently, Becca has the same one. Very angry about that.
No, it's so weird. Alyssa and I always, like every week, it's kind of different. Every time it's the same exact one. So it's Open Heavens. One, it's so fun to play, and two, we just have a great expectancy to see God move in new ways and to see new things, especially in, each night when we do ministry. And that song, we've just been praying for so many years for God to do a great work and to feel His Spirit and to see new things. As we play that song, we do feel like God's starting to move in new ways, so that's why I love it.
Right. Am I descending? So as a follow-up to the name question, there's three of you girls, but why is it BarlowGirl and not girls?
No reason.
Again, a horrible reason.
Because I have no answer for that.
No. Okay, if we had to break it down, since we were little kids, everybody called us the Barlow Girls, and when we wanted to do a band name, thinking we were so cool, we're like, why don't we take the and the S off, and BarlowGirl's a band name. Doesn't make any sense. That's it.
We just had to know. We just had to know.
We're from Chicago. We live outside of the city.
There should be on the back table.
You want to stand back?
Yes, other glasses.
Do you get nervous before every concert?
I'll have to answer that one because I think I'm the only one that gets nervous.
No, I get nervous. Sometimes. I do.
Sometimes. But mine was, when we first got started about 11 years ago, I would shake uncontrollably and I couldn't remember the chords. And God had to do a huge work in my life about, fear of man and just fearing different things. And there are two things that I still do till this day that really help me so much. And I always have a Bible by my feet, and it's because when I play, and if I look down at my hands, I can see the word, and it's always opened up to a verse that God has given me. And I'll also write down on a separate piece of paper, different promises he's given me. So whenever that fear starts to come over me, I can say, no, I will not go there. And these are, and I start quoting scripture, just read it. And now it's gotten to a place where like it rarely happens, and when it does, like I immediately have my tools right there, and I can immediately I'm not going to let fear keep me from doing what God's calling me to do. So it's fun now.
Yes, in the purple.
What is your favorite hobby?
Favorite hobby?
Favorite hobby. I have a dog. And I take her to the vet a lot, and that's a good hobby.
And now you have a cat.
Now I have a cat, and I take him to the vet a lot. And but other than that, like I love to read. I read all the time, and I love listening to music. I love like finding new bands and stuff. So it's a really bad hobby. I have no talent.
There we go.
I like photography. I've been taking pictures for a long time, and our brother and his wife have 4 adorable children. So I love taking pictures of them.
And of me.
Well, Lauren jumps in front of the camera. Lauren jumps in front of the camera all the time, and so I have a lot.
That's my other hobby.
Yes, her other hobby is having me take pictures of her.
There we go.
I
have a talent.
Yeah, smiling is Lauren's talent. And mine is, it's my goal, it's a silly goal, is to learn how to play every instrument ever created. So right now I'm learning how to play the ukulele.
That's a big goal.
So it's just, I just love music, and at any time I can pick up a new instrument, I just think it's so much fun. So that, and I love studying Jewish culture and history. So I'm going, like, kind of school for it. It's online, but I love studying about Judaism.
Judaism. What's your favorite colors?
I can't hear you. Sit down.
I love like midnight blue. I'm gonna go with midnight blue. I like that color.
Yeah, I'm kind of on a red or dark blue kick.
I said it first.
Sorry.
And I like more the jewel tones, so blues and purples and golds and
Jewel tone.
it's fun.
Jewel tone. Sounds so fancy. I like black. Jewel tones.
Well, I think you guys have heard about the whole Haiti earthquake thing. I've actually been fundraising for it at my school. We're doing the war and all that stuff. But I was wondering what you guys thought about it, and if you're doing anything for the police.
I mean, right away, we did send money, obviously. I mean, we gave through like Red Cross and World Vision and stuff. And so, I mean, that's what we've been doing. But, I mean, it grieves our hearts. Like, just seeing that. I mean, what else can you do? I mean, if we can't get in the country, I mean, we've just been praying. I mean, I know I've been praying for them constantly. And so just trying to get involved and raise awareness in any way we can. So, I mean, that's kind of what we've been doing. Yeah. Do we give Super Chick permission to write the song BarlowGirl? That's adorable. They actually wrote it first, but then they asked my dad. They showed my dad first. They're like, okay, here's the song we wrote about your girls. Do you like it, or are you going to now have a restraining order put on us because we're stalking your girls? And my dad's like, no, it's awesome. And so, so they did ask. Yes, they did ask permission.
And I think they even asked, or they let us know that, this was because it originally wasn't going to be on the album even. It was just a gift really to us. It's just kind of a personal thing. And then when their label heard it, they asked if it could be on their album. So they came and said, is that okay? I know it's about you, it's using your name. And then they said, it's even going to be our first radio single now, is that okay? So they really were very cautious with that with us. And we said, hey, it's a great song. Yeah, sure, it's kind of an honor. So, yeah, we were all for it.
Yes. All right, here's what we have to do. Good job.
Good question.